Hi again, everyone. Welcome to Cubs Hockey on Cable 12. I'm Jack Warren with Al Willard, Denise Crayford, and Andrew's here too. He's got the headset on. I think he's a little tired tonight. He's going to have a snooze there. The 87's and the Cubs, and there's a big difference in the standings now between these two teams, but Kirkland always plays the Cubs tough, and we expect the same here tonight.
Happens every time. Surprise you all the time. And you're watching Matthew Black here, Jack, as captain for Kirkland.
Yeah, he's a big kid, isn't he?
Big kid, nice, smooth with the puck. Got drafted last year.
That's right, yeah, he was. There's icing against the Cubs right off the bat here in the early going, and I had a little chat with Coach Dave Zikovic before the game, and the first time I met Dave, I had talked to him on the phone a few times, but got to meet him tonight, and very nice guy, and I think he's going to do everything he can to get this organization back on the right track. They've had their troubles at the top, more than anything. And
that's true. It's hard to keep your mind on hockey when all that stuff going on. I think you also have Tom Sinclair helping them out.
That's right,
A lot of coaching in the Kirk Lake area, well known to the people in New Liskeard. Son Ryan played for the Cubs 1 year, did very well.
Enemy out there on the draw, gets it into the corner to Rivard. Low Rivard up on the wing to Loach. Back for Denemy too far. 87's throw it back into the Cubs zone, bouncing puck. Loach back there to clear it away, and here comes Denemy. Sean Denemy up to Craig Brown. Back for Denemy. Denemy going to the net. Looks in front for Loach. And that was redirected just wide. Loach along the boards. Grabbed there by Montague. He couldn't get it out. Puck loose. Denemy on the backhand, right on. Saved by LaFlèche. And Montague has it. He's checked. Going onto an open wing. Grabbed there by Luke Joyal. Rivard. Oh, back for Joyal. He wasn't expecting that. Dave Brown. They had Forget breaking in the middle. Couldn't get him to pass. Cubs will want to change their defenseman here too, and they get a chance as they head off. Here come the 87s, speeding to center. And over the line is number 12, who we don't have on our list. But he's a fast skater, I'll tell you. Here come the Cubs. Forget knocked down as he crossed the line. Matthew Black and behind the net. I think that's 12 again. I think that's Curtis McLean. There was a bit of a screw up on the numbers here tonight. On the sheet we have and on the official game sheet. Miller couldn't get anywhere with it. Collision in front of the net. The Cub defenseman Sean Smith going down, along with Chad Woodrow. Here's Black for Kirkland, throwing it into the corner. Chasing it in there is Miller. Dave Brown for the Cubs. On the wing to Sean Scott. He's all by himself. He'll just dump it in and head to the bench. And Dave Brown played in Kirkland last year, did he not?
Right, he did.
Andy Burnham on the ice now, couldn't corral. Oh, Pierce took a run on his man. He missed. That was Breen. And I believe Breen is the leading scorer on this team. Now there's Mr. McLean letting it go, and a nice save by Marshall. Rebound! And that went wide. Pierce gets it up, and we get a whistle here.
Jor heading to the box for the Cubs, and that looks like Chris Presley. No,
Dennis Green.
Dennis Green heading to the box as well.
And he's our leading scorer, is he not? I believe.
I'm not sure, Jeff.
I believe he is.
I'm sure he is too. I'm not even going to look. Okay. Can Chet give us?
We just have to find out who number 12 is. We'll be just fine.
And you are right, Jack. In a landslide.
Way ahead of everybody on that team.
5 points with 16 points, yes.
Carson Montague on the draw against Krieger. Cubs win it. And here comes Rivard or Joellen over the line. He took the pass from Pierce, got the shot away, and LaFlèche made the save. Battle for it behind that centering pass. Krieger couldn't get his stick on it. comes Presley. He's slammed in on the boards by two Cub players. Burnham throws it up on the wing, too far for Zafiris. Andy Burnham tips it in, heads to the bench. Cubs will change. Ward. Long pass up on the wing. Craig Brown misses his check. John Denemy back checking on Montague. And back come the Cubs. Brown turns, falls, gets it back to the point. Julian Cote around behind the net it goes. Marty Loach slams his man in on the boards. Sean Smith. Craig Brown. Smith takes him up, gets it in. Marty Loach. Back to Cote. Back for Loach and over the line. Tried to center it. Whacks at it again. Behind the net it goes. Enemy there checking Simon. And it comes out to center. Cote. Bourget on the ice. Tips it across to Sean Smith. He turns away from his man. Smith. Brown tips it. Sean Smith with it again. And here comes Cote. And over the line, lets it go, and that went wide. Puck caroms all the way back and is picked up by Chad Woodrow. He has trouble controlling it, and Dave Brown steals it. Brown to Bourget. Bourget back for Brown. Was tipped away. Brown centered it in the crease, and LaFleche has it and hangs on. No score in the game. 14:55 to go in the first as the penalties to Major and Green are over. Now, what do you think of the start?
Pretty quick pace, went up and down. Both teams have had a good scoring opportunity. Both goalies have equal to the task. You mentioned Dave Brown played for Kirkland last year. The Cubs also have two other players who played for Kirkland, and Marty Loach, who was there for part of the year, and then one of those upper management shakeups. He ended up leaving the team, and the other player being Julian Cote.
So they know a few of these fellows out there.
Dearly love to beat them.
Puck thrown into the Cubs zone. Racing in there, number 14, Woodrow. He had a good burst of speed going there. You can tell one thing, the 87's are pumped for this one. They've come to play tonight.
Yeah, they want to give their arch rivals a little taste of what can happen.
They had a pretty decent weekend last weekend too. I believe they had a tie and a loss, but a 2-1 loss, I believe.
Yeah, in overtime.
Yeah.
That was against the Sioux, I think.
Yeah, that's right. So they're starting to come on a bit, playing a lot better. Woodrow against Bourget on the draw. 87's win it. There's a blast from the point. And Chad Marshall grabs that off the stick of Adam Ward. Boy, the Cubs can't say enough about the goaltending of Chad Marshall this year.
He's come to the fore and showing he belongs.
Red Cousins on the draw for the 87's. Gets it back to Ward. There's a shot in on goal off the skate, tipped to the corner. Woodrow throws it around behind the net. He collides with Luke Joel. And now Savard gets it up to Bourget. Bourget with Brown and Scott. Sean Scott lets it go. Oh, nice glove save there by LaFleche. That was labeled for the top corner.
Chris LaFleche, we saw a little taste of him last year when he played with the American Barrack Phantoms, and as well when he came down here for the under-17 camp. He was one of the goalies that was chosen to go on to Sudbury, although he didn't go on to Waterloo. He played well then.
Comes to win the draw. John Smith lets it go off a leg. Banked off the boards and down the ice. Julian Cote. He's got Dennis Green chasing him, but gets away. And here's Safiris with it now. To Krieger. In over the line, drops it to Safiris, lets it go, and that was blocked. Krieger centered it, back for Sean Smith. Wrist shot right on, redirected, and rebound. Flipped up high over the air, and behind the net it goes. Black has it for Kirkland. To Green. Tip in the middle. 2-on-1. the heel of the stick of Chris Presley. Sean Smith back the other way for the Cubs, and that pass went nowhere by everybody. Black with Burnham after him. Burnham goes down. Major bumps his man, knocks McLean to the ice. And here's Denemy now. John Denemy lets him go. And that up. Not a play, a rolling puck. Cubs very fortunate there. They got caught on that 2-on-1.
Curtis McLean, a young fellow that tried out for the Cubs and was there right around till the end when they were playing their exhibition games against Kirkland Lake, and he'd be glad to get a couple of goals against the Cubs tonight.
He scored quite a few goals in the preseason.
He played very well, yeah. He was one of the very late cuts for sure.
Marty Loach throws it into the Kirkland zone. Flush playing it behind the net. Trache to the point, not out. Marty Loach tried to keep it in, got by him. Loach will throw it back to Major. Across to Rivard. Major again with it. Into the middle of Denemy. Nice pass, Sean Denemy. And they're saying 2 lines. Slow whistle.
2-line pass, they say. I don't think it was, but the linesman thought he was.
Well, I'll tell you something. I've seen the Cubs look a little sharper in the past. I'm not saying that they're playing lousy or anything.
They're skating.
Their passing doesn't seem to be there. They throw a lot of passes to open wings. There's Dave Brown. Brown again after it. But he can't get to it, and bringing it out is McCrank. Over to Trache, too far. Marshall plays it off the glass to the corner. Sean Scott bumps his man. Scott comes up with it to Forget. Pass over to Brown, who was behind him. He picks it up off the boards. Brown, nice move, walking in. Centered. Oh, and Forget tipped it wide. Brown's knocked down in the corner. Puck comes to the line. Code will play it back in. Brown will have to get onside. Nice move by Brown as he broke down the wing. Forget up there forechecking now, almost stole it. And here's Joyelle. Walks it over the line, lets it go right on. Saved by the Flesh. Rebound's cleared away. Severus took a run at his man and missed. There's a rolling puck in on goal, and Marshall was down, and it was tipped away. Code. Up for Burnham. Andy Burnham in over the line. Nice move. Loses control of it. Krieger picking up the loose puck at center. Sean Smith inside his own line. To Burnham. Off his stick. Sean Smith in his own zone. That's behind the net with it. Up to Zafiris. He fanned on his first attempt. Gets the second one out to center. And Sean Smith has it again. Burnham bumps his man. Here's Zafiris with it now to Krieger. Jeff Krieger to the Kirkland line. Drops it back for Zafiris. He was checked. Comes out to center and is picked up there by Miller. Jeremy Miller fires it in around the boards. Marshall lost the stick behind the net. Marty Loach tipping it in the middle to Krieger. Krieger. Loach after it in the corner. Marty Loach. Pinned to the boards. Craig Brown trying to come out front. Here's Loach. Throws it through the crease. Sean Denemy turning, falls, gets it to the corner to Loach. Tried to center it for Brown. Was picked off by McLean. And he'll get it out to center. Greg Major to Loach. 9:57 to go in the first. No score. The 87's and the Cubs. Kirkland playing becomes tougher in this first period. And here comes McLean. One-on-one. Takes the shot. Knocked down. Big Dennis Green in there throwing his weight around for the 87's. Here's Craig Brown and Marty Loach. Loach lets it go off a stick. High in the air. Craig Brown has it, centered it, nobody's there, and Green will turn and fire. Ooh, off the back of the lane. It's a turnaround shot by Denemy, rebound, and LaFleche has it. What a weird play that was. Carson Montague took that clearing pass right off the back of the leg. It stayed in. The Cubs almost get a goal out of it.
Denemy let a good shot go out on the goal. He's got excellent powers of concentration to even get a chance at that one.
Montague must be saying, geez, what? He almost killed me, and then they almost score.
Get me off.
He didn't even see it coming. Cubs win the draw. Brown trying to get free. He's checked. Courgette's tied up. Adam Morris for Kirkland gets it out to center. Right back into the 87 zone it goes. A Frank. Here's Trottier with it. Comes back to the point to Jonathan Simon. Scott for the Cubs. Up to Courgette in the middle. Courgette trying to make a wheeze grab. There's going to be a penalty here to the Kirkland defenseman. He put the wrap on him, no doubt about that, and he's going to go.
So the Cubs have power play advantage here with 8:41 left in the first period. Referee Darryl Crystal calling the first man advantage situation here. It'll go to the Cubs. Who was that got that penalty, Jack? I believe it was for holding, but didn't catch his number. Now the Cubs send out Krieger, Safiris, and Burnham along with Major and Joel on defense. Trying to make advantage of this man situation. 0-0 the score.
Cubs get control of it. Major along the boards to Safiris in the corner. Here's Krieger with it now. Krieger back for Safiris, comes out in front. Loose puck, Krieger. It's a whack at it. It was high in the air. Krieger turning in the corner. Back to the point, it comes to Joel. There's the shot. Goes wide, Major. Back into the corner it goes. Andy Burnham picking it up. Back for Krieger. Krieger just hanging on to it now. Looking in front for Burnham. Behind the net he goes with it. Back for Krieger. Trying to come back the other way. We centered it. And it got past everybody. And it's cleared out down the ice by Dennis Breen. Major will pick it up. Loses control of it. Has to backtrack. Craig Brown. Throws it to the line. And it'll be cleared back out by Fred Cousins. Craig Brown and Green go to the corner. Joel comes up with it. He's having trouble controlling it as well. Off the boards. Here's Denemy now, picking up the puck at center. Denemy in over the line. Loach trying to get to the net. Denemy tries to come out in front. It's slid in on goal, and the Fleche covers up. 35 seconds left in this power play, and so far, the Cubs haven't looked all that sharp on it.
No, they haven't. Although Denemy made a nice move there. He turned Black around inside out. Black had to put a little bit of a hook on him to keep him from cutting back up in front of the net. One pass by Krieger from behind the net. Missed Tim Safiris to end up getting cleared down the ice, but good chance.
Sean Smith in control. Backhands off the boards to the corner. Courgette. Back for Smith. Back to Courgette. Pass for Scott. Is out of his reach. Courgette picks up the loose puck. Kirkland doing a good job of keeping the Cubs to the outside here. Smith's going to let it go, and that was blocked, and it's cleared out.
6 seconds left in the man advantage for the Cubs.
John Scott has it go off the stick. Curtis McLean sets it to the corner. Rivard. Smith back for Rivard. Sean Scott. Too far for Courgette, but the Cubs come up with it anyway, momentarily. Here's Sean Scott with it. Lets it go. Oh, nice save by LaFleche. He got the glove out. Sean Smith. And it's tipped up and out of play with 6:10 to go in the first period. No score and a very quick pace first period.
Yeah, you're saying, Jack, though, they're having a hard time getting some passes to quick. They're not getting any flow to their game. I think they just need a goal here to get things rolling a little bit. There's one fella missing from Kirkland that played last year, a guy by the name of Guy Como. He was down here for the under-17. Yeah, they're a real nice little hockey player. I don't understand where he is. Why he didn't play for Kirkland this year. Maybe went for a little more management stability.
Yeah. Somewhere. Here's Major. Moves in, centered.
Well, anyway.
That deflected up and out of play somewhere. You hate to say that the Cubs are taking these guys a little lightly and not as fired up as they should be, but it just seems that way. You know, I've seen, we saw Sudbury come in here, we saw the Sioux, and the Cubs didn't play like this, I can tell you that much.
It's the way they played against Timmins, though. That's what surprised me.
That's right, yeah.
I did think they're skating a little better tonight than they did when they played Timmins.
Give Kirkland some credit here. They've come to play. And Tony Yazzie, a long high drive. Marshall has to glove it, and he decides he better hang on to that. And this is the last home game for the Cubs for a couple of weeks. They head to Oshawa next weekend, and then won't play until Sunday, November 19th, when the Sioux comes to town. A 12:30 start now.
That's right.
Nice and early.
Well, that's because the Old Timers tournament's on, Jack.
And you're giving them a bit of a break,
That's
are
right.
you? Well, what a nice guy.
Well, they got to have time to watch all weekend so they can see how to play against the Sioux.
Well, I'll have to come early that day so I can watch the Old Timers too.
There you go.
Zafiris battling over there along the boards with
Jeremy Miller.
And the Cubs come away with it. Cote, nice pass to Andy Burnham. Burnham into the middle of Krieger. He's got Zafiris. Gets him to pass. And a nice rebound in front. They score! Andy Burnham. That old saying, go to the net, and then Burnham went to it, and there the puck was sitting there.
3 for a quarter. Cubs just kept hammering. Good pass. They made 3 good passes coming up the ice. Ended up with Zafiris getting the initial shot on goal. Poor Curtis Lafleche there. He's going to be suing for non-support on that one, though.
The Cubs looked sharp on that whole play, right from their own end, right out. And, I like that song. They could have kept playing that.
The Doobies, all their songs are good, guys.
Yeah, that's right. So the Cubs jump on top, 1-0. Burnham gets the goal, and we'll wait for the official assist on that.
And number 21, Jack Krieger. Top of the goal, 5-13. That's number 6, Krieger. From number 14, Zafiris, and number 21, Krieger.
Curtis Lafleche cleaning the snow out of his eyes there. Marty Loach sprayed him a little bit. Lafleche looked at the referee right away and said, hey,
Put the brakes on a little close, did it?
And he said, well, when you got a guy that's going as fast as Marty, when he stops, it's a spray, man. You got to get out of the road.
1-0 Cubs. Burnham from Zafiris and Krieger. Curtis McLean stealing one right on. Marshall stands his ground. And that's cleared around the glass. Behind the net it goes. McLean on it again. He centered it. Puck rolled in on goal, and Marshall has that one. And a faceoff coming up in the Cubs zone. 4:37 to go. 1-0 Cubs.
Cubs lineup out there that time pretty flat. Curtin were all over them. Pass from Joel. He made a back pass without looking right on Curtis McLean's stick. But you got to watch this kid McLean. He's good with the puck.
Couple of little guys on the draw. Kirkland wins it. There's a shot off the stick and up and out of play. They're ducking over there. That's Sheila Scott sitting down there. I think she's still wondering where that came from.
I tell her to watch the game, watch the puck.
Yeah. Somebody's birthday today. Who was that? Christina Burke? Happy birthday to Christina Burke from all your friends. I think there was an S on the end of that. Friends.
Yes, there was, definitely.
Okay.
Good little figure skater.
John Smith taking his man off the puck, and here's Forget with it. Captain of the Cubs. Nice pass to Dave Brown. Brown in over the line. Stays with it, centered it. Puck's there, and it's cleared away. Cote, nice play to keep it in. Sean Scott behind the net to Brown. Centered it. Gets it back again. Brown's. Here's Forget walking in. And LaFleche stops him and hangs on. Cubs starting to pick it up now and going to the net. Driving to the net, getting some good chances.
Going to be some penalties here, or at least one, Jack. Looks like just one to Kirkland Lake, so the Cubs will get the man advantage again. Number 12, that infamous number 12 heading for the box again.
We'll get the name here maybe. We'll listen very carefully to this,
Who
okay?
did you think it was?
I don't know who it is. I was just
guessing.
I was guessing.
As per usual.
Yeah, you know.
But you've done
My
pretty well
whole
so
life
far.
is a guess, you know. Just
Well, yeah, you must have been guessing when you picked the Canadians to cheer for.
when I was a kid.
The Krieger line back out here with the man advantage. They like it when Kirkland gets a penalty when they're coming on.
Yeah, it works out well for them. I'm going to leave you in charge of listening for that name, okay?
Yeah, I was just going to say, don't forget to do the play-by-play while you're waiting for that.
Comes with the man advantage here, leading 1-0. Krieger to Major. That pass went to the wrong color sweater.
That's black tape on his stick.
We'll try that again. Brevard behind the net. Maybe that was one of Jeff's patented slap shots too, you know. Here's Burnham. Comes back to the point. Zafiris.
Kirkland Lake with a break now.
There. Number 27 is number 12.
Major going to the box for elbowing.
So
It's his second trip this period.
Major will go and he'll join Mr. Brownlee of the 87's.
Brownlee or Bromley?
Yeah. Glenn Brownlee. He was down here as number 27,
okay.
but he's wearing number 12.
I thought it was my eyes that had to get checked. It was my ears.
I thought I was doing a minors game here, and Carlo was giving me the lineup.
They smell like sausage?
He's been known to screw up a few numbers and names in the past, eh, did he? Although I have to say, in his last tournament, he was right on. He did a great job. Big Adam North for the 87's now. Coming out of his own zone, gets the pass in the middle. Joya will take control, and here comes Sean Denemy. Lets him go, right on. Big rebound. Backhand shot. Oh, and that went up and out of play.
You mentioned Big Adam Orth, number 2 for Kirkland Lake. You're right, he is a big boy. Yeah, I have to take advantage of him because he doesn't move real quick. Needs a haircut. Other than that, he looks all right.
Oh, boy.
I like those kids that play the music, you know.
Yeah. I noticed they changed their repertoire this week,
right.
eh? That's almost a cross-up there between Joyelle and Marshall. Here comes Denemy in over the line. Sean Denemy into the slot area, lets it go. Oh, and he shot it wide. Nice move by Sean Denemy. Green knocked that down, almost got away, and here comes Craig Brown back for the Cubs. Center, Sean Smith rebound, and he couldn't put it away. Puck's loose. Big Matthew Black didn't see it. Now he has it. Sean Smith to Brown. Forget going after it. He's all by himself in there. Stays with it though. Trying to come out in front. Black has it for the 87's. Julien Cote. Off Forget's stick.
Cubs short-handed now for the next 30 seconds.
1:19 to go in the first period. 1-0 Cubs. And as Al mentioned, the Cubs will be short-handed here for about 17 seconds or so. Off the glass and out. Off the stick of Claude Rivard. 87's will have to hurry here. They want to get another rush with the man advantage, and it's not going to happen.
But they were hurrying, Jack.
What's that?
They were hurrying.
Yeah, they're hurrying to stand there and watch the clock. McLean tried to get it into the middle to Chad Woodrow. Behind the net with it is Rivard for the Cubs. To Krieger. Krieger to Forget. Fred Cousins gets it up for the 87's. Ooh. Woodrow was lucky there. He didn't get laid out. Sean Scott, with 16 seconds left in the period. Throws it into the 87 zone. Brown in there after. Down the boards it goes. Krieger. Backhand shot towards the net, taken away by Glenn Brownlee. And that does it for the first period. Now over the shots in that period.
16 for the Cubs, 5 for Kirkland Lake. And like you say, not a real crisp period, but both teams are skating hard and a pretty even period.
I thought the Cubs started to pick it up in the last 5 minutes or so and went to the net a lot more, skated better.
Yeah.
Penalties, 3 to Kirkland, 2 to the Cubs. As Al mentioned, 16-5 shots in favor of Cubs and 1-0 at the end of one. Andy Burnham, the goal scorer. We'll be back with period 2 right after this.
Santa Claus, North Pole, H-O-H-O-H-O, Canada. Hey, that's ho-ho-ho. If you write to Santa Claus, he'll write back. Wow.
Ho, ho, ho. Another letter for Santa. Time to write back to my little friends. My dear little friend, thank you for your kind letter. It means me.
Hey, it's from Santa. See, I told you he'd write back. Oh,
Santa Claus, North Pole, H-O-H-O-H-O, Canada.
Period number 2 is underway with the Cubs leading 1-0 over the 87's. Here's Krieger off the draw for Loach, just out of his reach. Krieger picks up the loose puck out of the corner, trying to walk out in front. He's checked by Curtis McLean. And here's McLean for the 87. Fires it in. Dennis Green chasing it on the near side. He's pinned to the boards. Puck comes loose to Julien Cote behind the net.
Yeah,
Cote.
should be saying that, I guess.
Cote looking in front. Lets it go. The light came on, and I'm not so sure what that was. The goal judge says it was in, and I guess they're going to count it.
That's when it's good that you don't have a kid as a goal judge. You know, see Kirkland not running and complaining all over the place.
So Julien Cote pops one in from a bad angle.
And he's kind of lucky on that one, Jack. He should have passed the puck about 3 times coming up the ice. I'm sure when he got to the bench, they were a little easier on him than they would have been if it hadn't got in.
Chad Marshall gets the assist on that goal. So a bad goal, but they all count.
I'm not so sure how Chad, and it's nice to see Chad get an assist, but I'm not so sure how he got it. I thought Cote took it from the corner right at the end of the ice here. However, gone everything's counted on the scoreboard. That's the main thing.
The main thing. 2-0 Cubs. That would have been about what, 39 seconds or so? What was that? 90? What was on the clock there?
Yeah, that's right.
Around 39 seconds. Close enough. Enemy gets by his man. Stumbles just a bit. Now he dives for it. Burnham backing up the play. Andy Burnham trying to come out in front. Brownlee stands him up and pins him to the boards, and the 87's will come away with it. Puck gets in behind Rivard. Penalty coming up to the Cubs here. I think Craig Brown's going to go over for interference.
Cubs have changed their forward lines, Jack. I noticed Marty Loach was out with Krieger and Safiris instead of Burnham, and then Burnham was on the other line with Brown and Denham.
Trying to shake things up a bit, I guess. I know they didn't have a great first period. Came on at the end, and I guess the coaching staff saw that as well as we did, right?
I imagine probably not quite as observant, but and they get the big bucks, Jack.
I know. They get to go on all the trips and everything. They get to ride on the bus.
Is that a benefit?
There's a shot from the point. Off a skate. The 87 with the man advantage. There's a high drive, and Marshall stops it. Code comes up with it. Julian Code to center with it. He's going to try this again here. No, he decides he better. Curtis LaFlesh had a little trouble handling the puck there as well. Man advantage, 87's as they come out with it. Black throws it in on Forget. Code gets it, doesn't get it out. And now Forget almost steals. Now the pass from Scott just fails to click. And Seaman comes in over the line to McLean. He drops it there for Cousins. Back to the point, Forget ball, trying to get it out, or Forget has it now as he tries to get away, and the 87's come back. Matthew Black's shot goes nowhere. Scott trying to get it out. He's got Forget racing up the wing. Code around the boards. Oh, Forget's gonna go. He's gone.
No question on that one, Jack.
So Jason,
watch and see, that could very well be a 5-minute one. We'll have to wait and see what the call is on this one.
Jonathan Simon, the player that's
Simon's
down.
still on the ice, being attended to by trainer Glenn Fraser. Coach Zikovit talking to his players saying, look, I think we got 5 here, guys. Let's just let's take our time, go for the good shot. We got a whole game ahead of us.
So the 87's already with the man advantage for 37 seconds, and they'll add to that. We just have to wait to find out if it's a 5 or a 4.
It'll be 5 or 2, one or the other, Jack.
One of the two?
No, one of the two.
Okay, we'll see what happens there. And Cousins is up, and it's good to see.
The officials discussing the situation, and Cub...
If Jason gets a 5, he has to sit tomorrow night's game, would he?
No.
No?
The only is in the last period, I believe.
Okay.
You going to Valley East tomorrow, Jack, on the bus?
No, are you?
No, well, I have to work, Jack.
Okay. Yeah, so do I.
You do have to work this weekend for a change.
All weekend. Tri-Town Challenge time. What a great time of year.
Great tournament. All
it
those
is.
teams coming into town, 36 of them, right from novice right up to Bantam.
And I think every one of them was in McDonald's, Wendy's, and Pizza Hut tonight. Having supper. I believe it. Every team was.
Juliet Cote goes to the penalty box to serve that penalty on behalf of
just 2.
2-minute penalty.
So he gets the 2 and a game. checking from behind. So Jason Purgett is gone for this game. Cubs will miss him. No doubt about that.
Kirkland Lake bench not happy to see that 2 minutes go up on the board. Captain Matthew Black goes over and talks with the referee Darryl Cristo, asked him what his interpretation of the play was.
The only thing I can think
Cristo
of
said,
is
look at the clock.
they were close together when he took him in. He didn't come running across the ice. So maybe that was the ruling. Black from the point. So the 87's now with a two-man advantage for the next 30 seconds. And they trail 2-0 here. The goal scores for the Cubs. Burnham in the first period. Cody early here in the second at 39 seconds. And the 87's will try and get within one here. Fire it in. Curtis McLean picks it up. Krieger on him. McLean throws it into the slot. Quick shot right on. Green, and Marshall read that all the way. Slid across. He had nothing to shoot at.
Bit of a flippy-floppy shot. Puck was rolling, I think, when it got over to Green, but good scoring opportunity for the 87's. Still 7 seconds left in the two-man advantage for Kirkland. Cubs send out Enemy to take the face-off here against Carson Montague. 5-on-3 for Kirkland Lake.
On the draw, the 87's winning. Black takes the shot. Montague along the boards. Brown's back on the ice. Just one-man advantage now for the 87's. Right in front it comes. Loose puck. And it's cleared away by the Cubs. Down the ice it goes. 1:11 left in the Kirkland power play. Here's Black racing down the wing. Black gets by his man. Looks in front. Curtis McLean in the corner. McLean trying to get loose. Cubs doing a good job here. Controlling the puck. Brownlee and Brown along the boards, and Brown wins the battle, and down the ice it goes. 40 seconds left in the man advantage for the 87's. There's a long pass up to McLean. He's checked. Krieger tries to get it up to Brown. Joyal checks his man at center, and Brown turns with it. Up for Krieger. Krieger one-on-one. Tries to let the shot go. He's checked. Behind the net it goes. Centered out in front. Krieger, backhand shot. Brown takes a whack at it. Who's got the power play here?
Hey.
Cubs controlling the puck here. It looks like they have the man advantage. Penalty now to the Cubs is over. That was a disastrous power play for the 87's. They didn't have much going on that at all.
They literally killed the first penalty for the Cubs.
There's a long shot in off the stick of Simon. Nice to see him back out there playing. Major. Cody in there now to help out. Gets the puck. Doesn't get it out. There's a shot. Nice save by Marshall. He stuck out the left leg. Centering pass. Brown comes away with it. And here come the Cubs. Dave Brown pulls it in. Cody up there chasing it in. Now he's going to head to the bench. Jor intercepts that pass. Rivard behind his own net. 14 minutes, 11 seconds to go in period 2. 2-0 Cubs. Sean Scott. Rivard will try it again to Marty Loach. Long pass up there to Pierce. Tim Tavares dropping it for Scott. Scott centered it. And Loach was going to the net, couldn't get to the puck, and back come the 87's. Cousins in over the line. He's checked. Tavares gets it out. Avoids a couple of checks. And here comes Brownlee. Brownlee trying to barge his way through the defense. He stopped. Trottier was dumped. Scott gets it out, and Bench minor coming up here to the 87. Somebody said the wrong thing to
Kirkland bench saying it was somebody beside the bench that said something. The Cubs using Sean Smith on center on that last shift now that young Bruiser Pergette's gone to the showers.
The 87's bench claiming that one of the fans was yelling at the
By the sounds of one of the fans, it might have been him saying, "It was me, it was me." So the Cubs send out Denemy along with Burnham and Brown up front. Smith and Major on defense.
Here's Denemy now for the Cubs. Get over the line. Cubs on the power play. Denemy around behind the net. For an open man. Burnham comes out in front. Backhand shot up over top the net. Denemy gets it back again behind the net. It's it back to Major. Back for Denemy. Craig Brown. Craig Brown in the corner looking in front. Brown for Denemy. Brown gets it. And he couldn't get his shot away. Good back shot. Good work by Brown as he came back. Here's Burnham walking in. They score! Oh, they're waving it off. Daryl Cristo waved it off immediately, and I guess maybe he lost sight of the puck.
I think maybe the net's... No, I thought maybe the net was off. But it might be that there was a Cub player in the crease. I'm not sure of that, but I think that's why it is. Still 2-0 Cubs.
Yeah.
12 minutes, 40 seconds left in the period. Kirk Lake just another guy go into the penalty box, number 25, Jeremy Miller. Oh, he thought it was a goal, that's why he came out. He's over there serving that bench minor that the bench didn't get.
He's puck from the face-off. They scramble for it there. Nobody seems to want to control it. Cubs get it now. Rivard lets it go through a screen. Rebound in front. Oh, knocked down there by the flesh. Nice save.
He was down and out.
Now it comes out and the 87's get a break. Presley. Long shot on goal. Rebound. Cleared away. Presley again. Fans on his shot. And the Cubs will bring it out. Code now taking that pass in over the line. William Code checked by McLean, and it's shot out down the ice.
Code playing forward now, Jack.
Well, he's got the wheels.
Yeah, he sure does.
44 seconds left in the man advantage for the Cubs. They lead it 2-0. On the far side, Joel will keep it in. Joel again, nice play. Brown falls. And here come the 87's. Curtis McLean, let a long shot go off the stick, dumping out of play with 19 seconds left in the Cub power play. 11:34 in the period, and the Cubs lead it 2-0.
Not an overpowering power play this time,
No.
Jack. Power might not be the appropriate word in this situation. Krieger out there now to take the face off against Montague.
Sean Smith to Major. Off Krieger's stick. Here's the Pierce going in. And the flesh stopped them. Major off the boards. In front, and that bounces off the stick to the corner. Krieger. Pierce. Back for Krieger. Didn't work, and the penalty to the 87's is over. Back they come. Montague. He's stopped, and Krieger will come back with it. Marty Loach picking up the puck as Krieger was knocked down. Loach can't get through his man. And here's Antoniazzi. Long shot. Ooh, hot one it was, and Marshall had to be quick on that one.
Cubs unable to take advantage of that man situation that they had. And face-off now will be deep in the Cubs zone as Marshall had to be sharp to pick off a long drive. Cubs send out Denemy now. He's up front along with Burnham and Craig Brown.
Black from the point. Shot was deflected. Uh-oh, Joel went down on a slash. You could hear that up here. Penalty coming up to Kirkland. Here's Denemy trying to get around his man. And Orth takes the puck, so we get the call. You can hear that thud all the way up here.
They gave him a pretty good hack. Mark Trottier, I think it is, heading for the penalty box. 2 minutes for slashing, I believe.
10:29.
Just a pretty good hack at him. I think Trottier was trying to make him aware of the fact that he did nothing to me first, Mr. Referee. And then Crystal said, well, it wasn't as loud as yours.
It wasn't.
So Denemy be on the face-off here against McLean, I think it is. No. Cousin.
Shore keeps it in, takes a bump. Burnham tried to come out in front. He was checked. He goes after the loose puck. Andy Burnham along the boards. Cubs with the man advantage. Burnham for Denemy. That's taken away next to there by Black. Sean Smith off the boards. For Denemy, he's going to come out in front. Tried to jam it in, and that went through the crease. Sean Denemy battling in the corner board with Sean Scott. There's Denemy. Oh, and that almost worked. Burnham just couldn't get a stick down. Burnham back for Denemy. '87's taken away, and down the ice it goes. 1:14 left in the Cup power play. 9:40 to go in the second period. The Cubs have a 2-0 lead. Shore to Krieger. Krieger in over the line. To the corner. He's hauled down. Puck's underneath him. And we'll get a whistle.
Two minutes for slashing. A call on the Kirkland Lake player.
And I know this big crowd's thinking this game is a lot closer than we thought it was going to be, or it should be, but that's what makes this game so great.
What it says on the scoreboard, it counts. 55 seconds left in the penalty to Kirkland. Krieger on the draw against Curtis McLean.
Joel to Krieger along the boards. Up setting up here. Pierce in front of the net trying to get loose. Krieger. Brown. Back for Krieger. Krieger looking in front. Brown. Behind the net. There's a Pierce. He's checked. Gets it back again. Here's Brown. Center it. Oh, and Krieger. He was open. Didn't get all of it. Back to the point it goes. Royale. Back for Krieger. Brown's going to try and work his way out in front. Tried to jam it in. Gets it back. Tries again in front. Whoa. Pierce. Almost had it. Bart bumps his man, but out come the 87's. Truck into the penalty box. Oh, he cranked that up off the stick and up and out of play.
So the Cubs unable again to take advantage of a power play situation. Face-off now comes deep in the Cubs zone to the lefty goaltender Stan Marshall. He set out a new lineup of Loach along with Cote and Sean Scott in front. On the bench, Major and Sean Smith.
Sean Smith comes up with the puck. To Cote. And over the line. Julian Cote. Centered it. Nice save by LaFleche.
Hit the post,
Loach.
Jack.
Was that what it was?
Yeah.
Sharp angle. Here come the Cubs again. Code. Here's Sean Scott working his way in front. They jam away at it. LaFleche has got it. Code right up there. He's playing well up on forward.
As you said earlier, he can slide. You got to keep track of these numbers, Jack.
Lost again. All around it.
I missed by 3, Jack. That's the closest I've been.
Next time you'll get it. Here's Denemy for the Cubs in over the line. Goes to the corner against Antoniazzi. Burnham knocks McLean down. John Smith moving up there. Here's Craig Brown picking up the puck off the boards. That backhand shot is blocked. Clear it in. Burnham chasing it in there against Antoniazzi. There's Denemy trying to center it. He's stopped. Here comes Dennis Green for Curtis McLean. Centered. And Sean Smith was there, took it away nicely, and he'll skate it to center. Smith cutting around his man, centered it, saved by LaFleche. Rebound in front, Smith bangs away at it, and it's cleared. Denemy steals it up the line. He had Burnham all alone in front, couldn't get him the puck. Brevard. Pierce cranks, what scores?
LaFleche would like that one back.
Got underneath his pad. Looked like he had it.
He was going down. When in reality, there was no need to be going down. All I do is stand there and stop it. A good shot, though, by Severus. I think there'd be an assist going there to Sean Smith, I think, Jack. 3-0 Cubs, 6:20 left here in the second period.
Bard, long pass up for Loach. Krieger in there after it. Oof, the Pierce just got a piece of his man. Who was that anyway? Number 7, Jeff McCrank. Well, he almost got cranked. Montague tried to center it. Cubs take it away. Clear it out to center. Brownlee. Up to McCrank. Bounces to center. And Krieger turns with it. Krieger to Rivard. So Rivard gets the assist on the goal. 14:40 the time of that goal. Here's Trache for the 87's. Up pass intercepted. Dave Brown trying to get around Brownlee. He's checked. Joel. Cote up there, couldn't get to it in time. Joel clears it in, takes a hit, and heads to the bench. Major tried to line up his man. Here's Miller, and over the line for the 87. He just throws a soft one on goal. Marshall grabs it. 4:40 to go in the second, and it's 3-0 Cubs.
Is 674-624. That's 674-624.
I think he's using last week's tickets, Jack.
Okay.
We also have Mrs. Chipman. So I'm going to Mrs. Chipman.
Happy birthday to you. A lot of birthdays this week, Jack.
Would that be Mike's mom?
I don't know.
Or wife?
No. I just work here.
Okay. Craig Brown. The enemy. Quick shot. Nice save by the flush. Brown centers it. Cousins is there and gets it up to center. Miller can't get by his man. Sean Smith stood him up at the line. Loose puck. Craig Brown back there trying to pick it up. And now we got bodies all over the place here. A whistle. Penalty coming up to somebody here.
Looks like Major might be headed for the penalty box here, Jack. I couldn't see it down here to our right. But, he's sending somebody from each team. Number 14, Chad Woodrow heading for the box as well as Greg Major. I think that's Greg's third trip over there tonight.
I don't think Andy's been over there tonight, has he?
No, Andy's been quiet.
Andy's been a good boy tonight.
Andy's been good. The face-off will be inside the Cub zone. We got Krieger out there to take the draw against Curtis McLean.
There's a shot off the back of the Plains Lake.
He's not going to pass it back to him off the draw again.
Nope, never again. Black and Zafiris collide. Krieger pulls it back in. Zafiris. Far side it goes to Presley. Lands on the spring pass, kept in. Joyelle tips it in. Brownlee and Loach battling for it. Krieger comes up with it. Krieger centered it to Zafiris. There's a shot right on, redirected in front by Loach. And a nice save by the Flesh. Boulevard let that go. Joyelle couldn't keep it in, but clears it back in. Now it's cleared out of play. Up into the large crowd again here tonight.
Yeah, a big Tri-Town Challenge tournament going on this weekend. A lot of people taking advantage of the chance to come out and see some AAA midget hockey. And it hasn't been one of the better games we've had the last few weeks, but it's not a bad game either.
No.
3 minutes, 20 seconds left in the second period. Cubs leading 3-0. Got Sean Scott out there now along with Sean Denemy. Scott's playing the center slot along with Dave Brown.
Enemy up there. Board checking into the boards. Brown comes up with the puck. Dave Brown along the boards. Sean Scott into the corner. Denemy steps into Brownlee and
Brownlee gave him a little rub there just a couple seconds ago.
bit of a difference in size, but
payback time.
Sean shook him a little bit there, I think. Right out in front it comes. And Dave Brown had a couple of whacks at it, but the Flush made the save. 2:47 to go in the second, 3-0 Cubs.
Face-off now will be deep in the Cub zone as Denemy heads for the bench. He'll probably be coming out of center next shift. And Tim Zafiris comes out to take over on the wing for him. Face-off will be deep in the Kirkland zone to the left of goaltender Curtis LaFlex, who has had a very busy period.
Cubs win the draw. Brown. Sean Scott battling in the corner. There's a long pass up for Miller just behind him. Sean Smith. Nice pass to Brown. To Sean Scott. Well, Bears couldn't pick it up. And the 87's cleared out. Code chases it down inside his own line. He'll head behind the net with it. It's on the brakes. 2:18 to go in the second. Cubs lead at 3-0. Code dangerously in front of his own net. Up towards Zafiris. Cut by him. And Black has it for the 87. He cranks it around behind the net. Sean Smith moves up, keeps it in. Orth can't get it out. Now McLean does. And here's Miller and Code chasing it. Nice play by Code to dive and clear it away. And Burnham takes a hit, but gets it loose to Denemy. Denemy with Zafiris. Denemy lets it go. Rebound. Score!
no question in anybody's mind. Well, LaFlèche made the first save. That's all he's supposed to have to do.
You got to give Andy Burnham a special assist on that one.
No question. He knew that hit was coming, and he still pushed the puck up. So Denemy stays out there along with Dave Brown and Craig Brown, sorry, and Andy Burnham. Burnham will definitely get an assist on that last goal.
Four nothing, Cubs. Comes Montague for the 87's. Centering pass by Green is picked off, and here comes Denemy for Burnham. Back for Denemy. Quick shot, whoa, and that just missed. You got a lot on that one. Craig Brown. Ooh, Krieger took a stick up under the face mask there. Joel behind his own net.
Andy Burnham out there on an extra long shift this time. He has a hard time getting off. Now he comes towards the bench.
Here's Krieger. Ooh, quick shot there. That surprised LaFlèche. Krieger gets it again. Walks out in front. Zafiris scores!
Real good play there on the part of young Krieger there. He hung on and then passed it across, and Zafiris actually had time to take two shots.
So Zafiris has two now on the night. 27 seconds left in the period. Gives the Cubs a 5-0 lead. So it took the Cubs a while to get control of this game, but I guess you could say they have control of it now.
Their offensive talents are showing through right now. They haven't been tested that much defensively.
Here's Code for the Cubs. Code taken down. Krieger picking up the loose puck, and that does it for period number 2.
Shots on goal last period, Jack. 22 for the Cubs and 6 for Kirkland Lake.
Wow.
Total after 2 periods, 38-11 in favor of the Cubs. So Curtis LaFlèche definitely having a busy night out there.
He sure is. And Tim Zafiris had 2 in that period. Sean Denemy and Julian Code with 1. And Jeff Krieger has a couple of assists in this game. Andy Burnham scored in the first for the Cubs. It's 5-0 after 2. We'll be back with the third right after this.
Oz, North Pole, HOHOHO, Canada. Hey, that's ho ho ho. If you write to Santa Claus, he'll write back. Wow.
Ho, ho, ho. Another letter for Santa. Time to write back to my little friends. My dear little friend, thank you for your kind letter. It means me
Hey, it's from Santa. See, I told you he'd write back. Oh,
Santa Claus, North Pole, HOHOHO, Canada.
Here we go, third period action. Cubs leading 5-0. Jack's got his mind in neutral here.
Okay. Who has more fun than people? Huh? My dog, maybe. Craig Brown. Burnham. He can't get out. Brownlee keeps it in. Curtis McLean after it. Sean Smith. Behind the net it goes. Sean Smith picking it up again. Craig Brown trying to catch up to it there. He scoots away on him. Out the center it goes. Here come the 87's. There's a shot as we have a change of goaltenders here.
Yes.
Yeah. Jesse McEwen back in action tonight and between the pipes for the third period. And I wonder, something happened to Chad, or?
Well, I think they're just giving Jesse a bit of a workout after his long layoff from his injury.
There's Brown up over top the net. Sean Scott failed to get a stick on that. Code moves up and chops it away. Brown after it on the far side. Jeff McCrank throws one in on goal. McEwen stops it. Well, Chad Marshall had the shutout going for 2 periods, and I thought maybe that's something the Cubs would really concentrate on here in the third to get him the shutout, but he'll have to share it now if they get it with Jesse McEwen.
He won't mind, I don't think.
I don't think so. Here's McCrank for the 87's trying to get to the net. Stays with it. Code pumps him in on the boards. And the puck's underneath him. We'll get a whistle. 18:09 to go in the third. 5-0 Cubs. The goal scorers: Andy Burnham, Julian Code, Sean Denemy, and Timothy Severus has 2. And Jeff Krieger has a couple of points. And he's the leading point getter for the Cubs so far this year.
He heads over to the penalty box to talk to the penalty timekeeper. I don't know if he offered him some money to walk home for a while.
Give me another assist.
Krieger on the draw against Cousins.
Cousins in the corner trying to center it. Marty Loach. Tony Azzi chops it in. Comes to the side of the net. McEwen dives on it. Jesse must be feeling a little bit of pressure here, you know, to keep that shutout going.
Heinrich's turning into quite the announcer.
You all up with people attitude going there, Hendrick. Here's Severus taking the pass. Trying to cut in. Backhand goes wide of the net. Krieger back behind the net with it. And Black has it for the 87's. That pass went right to Sean Smith. Here's Krieger with it now. And over the line, Krieger, backhand shot right through the crease area. Miller can't get out. Severus will keep it in. Krieger has it, back for Severus. Black's there. Gets it to Cousins. Up for Miller, off his stick. And the Cubs will change on the fly. Burnham jumping on the ice. Craig Brown and Denemy. Here's Woodrow in over the line. He's checked. And Code slides it up. McEwen out the plate behind the net to Luke Joyelle. Tip to center. Worth. Off of Craig Brown's stick. Now Worth again with it. To Miller. And he fanned on the shot. Julian Code goes down, backhands the puck along the boards. Orth moves up, throws it in front, tipped away. Presley's checked. Puck back in the Cubs zone. McEwen playing it there for Cote. Right in front of his own net, back behind the net it goes again. Here's Sean Denemy. Denemy along the boards. Hauled down, still controlling the puck. Gets it to Craig Brown. There's the shot right on, rebound. And it's grabbed there by Seaman. Denemy stealing it again. Cranks one off the glove of the flesh, wide of the net. Centers. Denemy again turns and fires. And it's in! And I don't think Andy Burnham touched that. It looks like Denemy will get it.
I think so.
That's his second of the night. good shift for Sean Denemy. He was really hustling.
Hard work by the Cubs forwards. All three of them were out there that time. Now the Cubs have Craig Major playing forward. And at center they got Dave Brown. I haven't seen him play center before. And on the far side is Sean Scott. Defense, Sean Smith and Claude Rivard.
Here's Dave Brown. Walks in and he shot it wide. Sean Scott digs it free to Brown. Brown in front. Here's Major. Oh, what a save by LaFleche. Major again, and he couldn't get the shot away. Rivard into the corner. Up front. They score! Well, Major got a second crack at it, and he put that one in, but he was robbed on the first one.
Great save there by Presley. And Presley's down. Not Presley, I mean LaFleche. Oh, he's just taking his time, maybe. But he looks like he's hurt, Jack.
I think when he threw his leg up in the air to stop that first shot, he...
Timeout called for the 87's here with 15:01 left in the third period. Cubs leading 7-0. Jack, I think tonight that'll put Cubs in the first place in the league, because I don't think Cap have a game tonight. And right now the Cubs are sitting with 1 point behind Cap, but 5 games in hand.
Assisted by number 16, David Brown, and number 20, Claude Rivard. Time of the ball, 15:01. That's number 7. That's number 3, Major.
7th goal, Heinrich. 7th goal, buddy.
Number 20, Rivard. Time of the ball, 15:01.
Mentioning those 5 games in hand the Cubs have, it's going to be a while before they make those up, because
They'll play next weekend. They play 1 game the weekend after, and
they go away next weekend in the tournament, so they won't play any, and then just the one the week, so it'll be about 3 or 4 weeks before I think they ever catch up.
I think it'd be close to Christmas. I think I was looking at the schedule before they even out at all. Even a team that's right behind them, the Sioux Legion, they've played 15 games, and the Cubs have only played 12 before tonight's game.
So it's now 7-0 Cubs. Major from Brown and Claude Rivard, 4:59, and Denemy had scored at 4:10, so the Cubs strike quickly here in the first. There's a centering pass to Krieger. Couldn't get a stick on. The 87's now just get rid of it whenever they can. Here's Ferris in over the line. Banks one on goal. And LaFleche stopped that. Julien Cote back in his own zone. Behind the net, he falls. Montague in there after, doesn't get to it. Marty Loach took a heavy hit in there. Here's Orth back for the 87's and over the line, offside at the line. .11 to go in the third, 7-0 Cubs. Chad Marshall played the first 2 periods, and Jesse McEwen replaced him in the third, so both goaltenders working on the shutout here.
Cubs send out now Sean Scott, I believe it is, along with Sean Denemy and Andy Burnham. They're changing a lot of things up here now.
And the 87 is making a goaltending change. Strode coming into the net. J.R. Strode. Sean Woolsall, the regular backup goaltender, sick, not here with the team tonight. Here's Denemy. And over the line. Works his way in. Tried to get in front to Burnham. Burnham in the corner now. Trying to come out in front. Here's Craig Brown. And he couldn't get it over to Denemy. '87's just can't seem to get anything going now. Cubs have taken control of this one. John Smith to Burnham. To Craig Brown. Back for Burnham. He's checked and back come the 87's. The long pass up the middle to Miller. Cousins picking up the puck. He's checked. Brownlee throws one in front. Sean Smith knocks it down and slides it up to Craig Brown. A little too far. Cubs will change. Simon with it. Up for Miller. Throws it into the Cubs zone. McEwen stops it behind the net. Rivard gets it to Major, to Dave Brown. Up for Sean Scott. Nice move by Scott at the line. Back for Brown. Just hopped over his stick. Here's Major. Moves in. And that went wide. Miller for the 87. Runs into Code, gets by him. Joel was there. Doesn't come out. Back in the corner goes behind the net. Off the side of the net it goes. Black from the point. Shot right on. McEwen stops that. Centered and Sean Scott has it. Throws it in, heads to the bench. I guess that's the warning whistle, is it, from the coaching
We
staff?
got her. Landana lets out that piercing whistle. Come on, boys, we want to talk. Either come off or we will be talking.
Rivard jumps on the ice and throws it into the 87 zone. Black just gets rid of it to center. Gold Rivard, up for Marty Loach. Krieger will take it off the boards. Jeff Krieger in over the line. Krieger cutting around Black. Tried to center it. Safiris turns, centers it. Nobody was there, and Rivard will throw it into the slot area. Safiris back to Sean Smith. There's a shot off the stick, off the glass. Cleared, not out. And McLean gets it out, but Rivard was there. Sean Smith. Here's Safiris now, in over the line. Left one go, right on. Stopped by Stroney. And the net comes off as Krieger was bumped into the goaltender. We'll have a face-off. 10:58 to go in the third. 7-0 Cubs. Sean Denemy, Tim Safiris, C-Chat 2 in this game. Major, Code, Burnham, also with goals.
10 minutes, 58 seconds left in the third period. The Cubs leading 7-0. Game moving along at a pretty fair pace. That's only 10:15 all. We'll get out of here before 11 for a change today.
Actually, the last few weeks have been pretty good. The games haven't dragged on too
Good
long.
hockey game. Good way to spend Friday night in Whiskey City.
Denemy. Here's Craig Brown. Centered it for Denemy. Scores! There's the hat trick for Sean Denemy.
Good passing play all around there. Two real good passes. Tic-tac-toe. Denemy on the spot to tuck it away. Face-off now at center ice.
Andy Burnham couldn't get anywhere with it. Cubs off to Valley East also this weekend.
Play there tomorrow night. Late getting home. Tomorrow night, it's sunny to rest.
Burnham!
Wraparound.
Andy Burnham wraps it around and puts it home. So Andy has two tonight, with no trip to the penalty box in between.
9-0 Cubs. Kirkland looking a little bit fatigued at this point to get back. The door up front again.
going to have to go to the next page here, Al. This keeps running out of room.
Blow your budget all to hell.
Penalty or penalties coming up here?
No, just Craig Major, I think. Heading to the penalty box here with just over 10 minutes left in the third period. That's his 4th trip, I believe. Well, he got a goal last shift and a penalty this shift.
There you go.
He's on the score sheet.
He's contributing in many ways this evening. He's showing his versatility.
All-around player. Utility man.
These defensemen must love this, getting an opportunity to play forward, eh? Get a chance to score a goal. 9:52 to go in the third period. 9-0 for the Cubs, and Kirkland on the power play here, trying to break the shutout.
Ouch.
And Claude Rivard felt that. Boy, did he drop in a hurry. Back up though, limping in front. There's a shot. McEwen stops it. 87's getting some pressure here with the man advantage. Sean Smith up to Dave Brown. Brown lets it go right on. Stoney stopped it and wasn't quite sure where it was. Julian Code bumped in there by Chad Woodrow.
2 minutes for
So Woodrow is going to go, and so is Joel by the looks of it.
Dana Dodd's yelling, what did 4 do? 4 hooked him for about 10 feet. Then 14 got tired of it and turned around and gave him a shot. So we have 2 people going in the penalty box here. That won't affect the situation. The Cubs will still be a man short with a minute left in the penalty to Greg Major. Matthew Black, captain of the 87's, goes over to speak to Chad Woodrow. Face-off will be just outside the blue line at the Kirkland Lake end of the ice. Curtis McLean against Jeff Krieger.
Tim Severus lets one go off a skate to the corner. Krieger behind the net. Man all over him. Black has it now for the 87. The 87's have the man advantage here for the next 44 seconds. Ooh, Krieger almost stole that one. Sean Smith there to intercept that pass. Here's Severus chasing the loose puck. Throws it around behind the net to the far side. Code moves up. Cubs doing a great job of killing this off. Code hooked behind the net by McLean. There's a shot. Oh, McEwen slapped and rebound. Oh, he didn't know where it was, and it was blasted wide. Cubs very fortunate there. The 87's now the penalty to the Cubs is over. And Sean Scott gets it to Major. He's got Loach going to the net. There's a shot. Ooh, that ripped that one just wide. Here's Miller for the 87's. Weaving his way to center. Gets the pass back. Throws one through the crease. Here's Rivard now up to Marty Loach. Over the line. He's punched in on the boards. Simons gets rid of it. Andy Burnham on the ice now. Puck on the far side. Craig Brown up there trying to block that shot. It gets by him. Andy Burnham has it. The Denemy off his skate. Craig Brown for Burnham. Burnham back for Craig Brown. Brown centered it, and nobody was there. The 87's come away with it. Simon dumps it in. Jesse McEwen out to play it for Julian Kodeng. Denemy to Sean Smith. Back for Denemy. He's hit at center by McCrank. Burnham almost stole that. Now Denemy does. Sean Denemy behind the net. Trying to come out. Oh, he was crunched. Cousins nailed him and he broke his stick in the process. Here's Orth in over the line. Things getting a little physical here as we wind down. There's a shot up over top the net. 5:13 to go. 9-0 Cubs. Now
It's just a scrum, boys. Don't worry about it.
there's a lead pass for Lawrence. He's got it. Oh, he was chopped down. Slashing call to the 87's.
No question on that one.
Should have called a penalty shot. Just for something exciting. What do you think?
2 minutes slashing? Holy gee. I'm surprised that's 2. Denemy goes out to pick up his stick. It's a little short. Maybe he can lend it to Krieger.
He's picking on the short people again, Denise. You're very sensitive to that issue, aren't you?
Why? Because I'm
So I think we're,
just because you're a sensitive person.
The timeout being called here by the Cubs.
There is a difference.
They're leading 9-0. They got a game tomorrow. I'm sure the coaching staff's telling their players, listen guys, let's just play out the rest of this game.
Well, they have
Not
to be
worry
clear,
about
right?
that crap that's going on.
They start retaliating.
Play the
And
game.
then
That's right. 4 minutes, 54 seconds left in the third period. Cubs leading 9-0. Cubs shot on goal this period. 11 for the Cubs and 4 against Jesse McEwen. A couple of good scoring opportunities though. McEwen was equal to the task.
And the strange thing about this game is at the end of the first period, the Cubs didn't dominate that first period. It took them a long time to get going. It was only the last few minutes that they started getting chances, and it looked like the 87's had really come to play, and then all of a sudden, at the end of the second, it was over. They just exploded.
That there was a couple players came down from Miracle Falls to play for Kirkland Lake. I don't know any of these names from Kirkland, so I'm not sure if any of them are from the Kirkland area or the Falls or not.
Krieger in the corner. Centered it in front. Spears couldn't pick it up. Comes with the power play here. Not that they need it. But another goal would be nice. Round it off to 10 and send everybody home really happy. Kodeng gives it away inside the line. McLean couldn't get the shot away. Loach came back to check him. Marty Loach. McLean hits the deck as I think he stepped on the puck. Krieger comes out. He goes down. Brevard. Marty Loach knocks his man down. Green turns and clears it down the ice. 58 seconds left in the Cub power play. 3:48 to go in the game. Cubs with a 9-0 lead. I guess this would be the Cubs' first shutout, would it not? If they were to hang on here?
Jack, last time we were at this point, you said that the other team scored. Hey,
no way.
You learned?
No way, I didn't. It wasn't me. It was Denise. Right? for the Cubs along the boards. To Major. Joel into the corner. Major centered it. Brown couldn't get to it, and it's cleared down the ice right on goal. McEwen will have to play it. And he clears it up. Nice pass. Scott to Brown. Didn't get a shot away. Face-off upcoming inside the Kirkland line. 2:51 to go in the hockey game. You've been thinking about those 3 stars?
No, I think they're all going to be blue.
Okay. Up in the face-off, the 87's come away with it. Brownlee to the line, he was stopped. Here's Burnham going to the net, that puck bounced wide. Back come the 87's again, that pass too far, and Joel will clear it up the center. Sean Denemy has it. Denemy looking in front, Burnham trying to get loose. Denemy tied up. Sean Smith keeps it in, takes a bump. Denemy back there, throws it up to Brown. That didn't click. 1:58 left in the game. Black cranks one in. McEwen has to play it. Joel. Up for Safiris. Gets by Black. Safiris trying to clear it in. Can't seem to find it in his skates. Now he's got it. Green comes off the bench, picks up that pass. Cote backpedaling behind his own end with 1:22 to go. Joel steals it. Shot right on Krieger, rebound, and he shot it wide. Black throws it along the boards. Safiris keeps it in. 57 seconds left in the game. Here's Safiris out in front. Krieger was taken down. Krieger, long pass up to Safiris. Green takes a run at him. Cubs will change. Or turning.
35 seconds left in the period, Jack.
Cote off the boards to center. 23 seconds to go. Cubs looking at a shutout here. Chad Marshall played the first 2 periods. Jesse McEwen here in the third, so they'll share it. There's a giveaway, and Green took that shot. Seemed to hurt himself.
6 seconds left in the period, Jack, in the game.
There's your final, 9-0 Cubs. Sean Denemy had the hat trick tonight to lead the way. Tim Safiris had a couple. Andy Burnham had 2. Julian Cote, Major scored, and Al, your 3
Tough
stars.
job picking the stars tonight with all that offense going on, Jack. But first star goes to Sean Denemy. I think you've mentioned a couple of times he had a couple of strong shifts even when he didn't score, and played a good, strong game for the Cubs. Number 2 star, Andy Burnham. I think Andy put a couple of hits out there tonight, stayed on the ice, played his game, moved the puck around nicely, and I think he well deserved of that 2nd star. 3rd star, guy who got a couple of goals, worked hard the whole game, Tim Safiris. But honorable mention definitely to Jeff Krieger. Jeff played a real good game, filling in at center, and when they were left short with Bruiser projecting the toss early in the game.
What are your final shot totals, Al?
Final shots are 50. 50 for the Cubs and 17 for Kirkland Lake.
So a complete domination by the Cubs. They shut out Kirkland 9-0. We won't be around for a couple of weeks. The Cubs are off for a
Are we
while.
doing the Sunday game?
No.
No?
We'll be back in about 3 weeks, I guess.
You can do the old timers game before it.
Yeah, we
or
can do
after it.